the High Commissioner, Professor Akufo-Addo, to give the welcome remarks.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of your delegation, members of our host government here present, and in particular, all of you, members of different African-centered communities, and in particular, friends of Ghana gathered here this evening. My task is very simple this evening, is to welcome you and to introduce somebody who needs no introduction. I have the privilege of being your High Commissioner. I was sent here by a man we all greatly admire, and it is an unusual privilege for any diplomat, especially a newly minted High Commissioner, to welcome in their first few weeks of their commission the President of their country who sent them here. I am humbled and I am honored to do this. Dankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of Ghana, as you know, is a very, very distinguished lawyer, politician, and statesman. And for us in my family also, a very good and loyal friend, who was a friend to both my parents and has been a friend to all of us. He also, in the last 12 hours, has the distinction of having been rightly accorded the Order of Excellence, the highest honor you have, you bestow through it. Because in his citation, the President quite rightly pointed out that what distinguishes our President is his commitment to human rights and the rights of nations. This evening, as part of his visit to the Caribbean, to talk very specifically about you, about Africans in the diaspora, and the connections you can make to those of us at home, beginning in this year of the diaspora. That's why he's here, to talk about what it means to be part of a community of people who have envisioned a different union for return. So I will stop here because we've come to hear from him. He will address a few remarks and then we will have a question and answer session in which we hope we will all come to some understanding of the shared future we have together. Thank you.
Quickly introduce the rest of the team that is accompanying the President. Also, Bravo, Shelley, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Bravo, Barbara Otin, GC Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creativity. Honorable, Nana Bidietu Asante, Secretary to the President. The Deputy Chief of Staff, Honorable Francis Asensu-Boachi. Mr. Yofi Grant, CEO, Ghana Investment Promotion Center. Of distinguished personalities which I will address as we move on. Now it is my distinguished pleasure to invite His Excellency the President to deliver his remarks.
Minister, members of the Ghanaian delegation, ladies and gentlemen, I got here at 1 o'clock in the morning. It was raining. I was surprised to find the president waiting for me. I know that is a gesture of solidarity that was really very meaningful. I want to thank you very much for that gesture. I really appreciate it. About a month ago, in the crowd, we made the decision that I had to make this tour because of the project that we put before us in Ghana. From what we can gather from the history, it was 400 years ago this year that was the first recorded arrival of the first 20 slaves from West Africa who were taken to the Commonwealth of Virginia, as it was then known, before the United States of America was created. They went to a place called Jamestown. They come from Jamestown. It's the Jamestown and the Accra as well. We're taking the view that this anniversary shouldn't go by without comment, because it was so significant that 400 years ago, this monstrous train that came to be known as the transatlantic slave trade began, continued for nearly 200 years, and in the process, 20 million Africans were forcibly abducted from their homes in Central and Western Central Africa, put in chains and sent across the sea to come to an unknown land here in the so-called New World. We're told that as much as 10% of those who were abducted died in the course of the journey and found their resting place in the ocean. Our view is that these events are events we should make sure never again repeated in Africa. That therefore one way of heightening that resolve of us that we should never go through such an experience again, in whatever form, was to create a series of events under the theme of the Year of Return.
Yes.
So we launched the Year of Return in October in Washington, D.C. And we've now developed a series of events to commemorate it. But having done it in Washington, came the realization that a significant amount of that trade took place also here in the Caribbean. That it was necessary to take the message of the Year of Return also to the Caribbean. So we've been able to identify 5 key countries in the Caribbean that were taking this message and which forms the subject of the one-week tour of the Caribbean. We began here in Guyana. We have a good relationship with the president, and I think that the country that has an Akan, named on Friday, Akan, as his national hero, is a good starting point for me. So essentially, that is the reason for my presence here, to alert you that this is what is going on in Ghana, and that the second part of this year, there are a series of events in Ghana commemorating the year of return. You're all invited, including to come either for the first time or that they have been before, to come to Ghana and join us in this year of return. Apart from the commemoration and the opportunity it gives us to reinforce the determination never to have such events repeated, it also gives us an opportunity to reach out to each other. Those of us at home, and those of you here, the word is now, the fashionable word is in the diaspora, the African diaspora, all of you who are descendants of Africa, who find yourself on this part of the world. And this provides us a good occasion, once again, to reach out to each other, to bond, and see how we can move our common destiny forward. So I have no doubt that your destiny is tied up with ours, and ours with you as well. I have no doubt in that. So these are the two purposes of the year of return. But side by side with it, there's also Ghana and the various countries that I'm visiting and the relations between us. So we are using the occasion also of my visit to forge closer links with the various countries that we're visiting. We're all aware of the big events that are taking place here in Guyana in terms of the future of our economy, big oil discoveries and gas discoveries and the rest of it. Well, we in Ghana are going through, have been going through for some time, some of the events that are now about to unfold here. And we try to find a way to manage these new sources of potential wealth that we have offshore in Ghana, just as you have offshore here in Guyana. So I've had an opportunity to talk to the president to see how we can more cooperate together, and for you to be able to have an opportunity to learn from what we've been doing in Ghana, so that the do's and don'ts become clearer for you and help you build a robust and stronger system for dealing with these work. There are other areas of cooperation that we want to undertake, in education, in transportation, a direct link between Accra and Georgetown. It enabled us to do it in less than 6 hours. Right now it takes not less than 16 hours. You have to go from here either directly through New York and Miami before you get down here. Alternatively, we have to go to London and then fly again to Miami. It's a long and tiring process. But if we have air connections between our two capitals, as I said, we could do it in less than 6 hours. So we've signed today an air services agreement between Ghana and Guyana to promote that direct linkage. Signed an agreement of understanding and investment. And these are, as I said, the other aspects of my trip here. It's also to see how we can promote stronger economic ties between our two countries. The foreign minister is a Ghana woman, and today at lunchtime she came across kente, which is the staple diet of all Ghana women. It's a little bit, the separation and the distance in London has been some modification to the kente here, as against what we have as the standard fare in Ghana. But the mere fact that I can go to an official dinner and see on the menu fufu, kente, etc. That's how it should be. So these are the reasons I came here today. And I'm grateful that you found the time to come and meet with me for us to share this brief time together. And to let you know that we continue to have you very much at heart in Ghana. Ghana, as you know, we were the first to break free from imperialism in 1957. And ever since then, we have been the chief promoters of the Pan-African Idea project. So we'll continue to walk down that path and what we can do together, that all of us as black people in the world. And it's important, I think, that we should be very clear in our mind. Black people everywhere, here in Asia, Latin America, Caribbean, North America, will always ultimately be judged by what we do in Africa. Anything that we can do to strengthen the linkages between us, to make it possible for us in Africa to scale up our own work and sacrifices and enterprise, is being done on behalf of the collective of all black people. I'm very happy that I've had this opportunity to exchange these few words with you. And thank you once again so much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We are very hard pressed for time, and we will open the floor for a few questions. And we will take 3 questions at a time. And I hope we will all be very concise with our presentation so that we can get some time on our side. Please.
That simply means I honor the Creator or the divinity of the Creator in you. Coming here to our people to God. My names are Dr. Richard Yates. When I first saw you on television, you're preparing to become the 11th president of Ghana. My petition to the ancestors and to the creative makers is that you will fulfill what it takes to be the 11th president of Ghana. The number 11 means sky energy. I'm into numerology, they call it. I call it grass mathematics. Numbers are very symbolical. And with the number of the presidency that you're holding right now, you are fulfilling that. Thank you very much. I don't have a question for you. I'm just saying, Amisignalehu. That's the word in Ethiopia means. Thank you very much.
Good evening to each and everyone. I'm the President. I'd just like to put forward something very simple. Just like how we have one North America, one European model, I'd like to see one Africa, one South America, one Caribbean. We speak in one language, and it's time we have one African currency, one Caribbean currency, and one South American currency. Because we need to have that strength. If you check Europe, they speak in one language. North America, they speak in one language. So we as a people, I like the day will come that we can speak in one language. Thank you.
Everyone, good evening to His Excellency and your delegation. First, I want to say how pleased I am that you're here in Guyana. My name is Ayana McCallum. I actually had the opportunity to visit Ghana in January of 2018, particularly Elmina, and it was one of the most painful but the most liberating experiences I've had, and it really helped to transform the way I viewed my life and my work. I am an attorney as well, like yourself. And my particular question is, what are the opportunities in this year of return for particularly connecting young people during the year of return to their African roots? And I particularly ask that in the context that I'm from a church that actually is rooted in the history of slavery. I actually go to Salem Congregational Church, which actually had one of the first African ministers who, at the time that he became a minister, was actually enslaved. And I think, unfortunately, there might not be many people in the room who actually know the history of the Ghana Congregational Union, and I think it's really important for us to particularly connect young people to the history of the past so that the conversations can continue, not just in the year of return, but beyond. So I'm really interested to hear what opportunities there are for connecting young people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Specifically to deal with the last speaker's question regarding what we are doing to connect young people. Amongst the series of activities that we are having is a homecoming summit. And this is open to both young and old entrepreneurs as well as our youth to come and participate in the summit to determine opportunities that are available in Ghana for the youth and as well as people who want to relocate to Ghana. And through this homecoming summit, I believe that if you take advantage of it, you connect with a lot of the Ghanaian youth, and going forward, you could form partnerships which would facilitate business in Ghana or business here in Guyana. And in the future, those who want to relocate to Ghana, through that process, can have a business going in Ghana, which will help them to relocate. Aside from that, we also have a number of festivals. And we know that our youth are really interested in festivals. And in December, for instance, we have the Full Circle Festival and we have the Afrochella Festival. These two festivals were held last year. They were very successful. We had a lot of celebrities coming to Ghana and we had a lot of our youth also coming. And I know that even at this point in time, flights to Ghana are fully booked because of these activities in December. So these are also activities that are open to the youth, and we believe that when you participate in these activities, it will help you to form linkages in Ghana. Aside from that, we have the Pan-African Festival, that is PANAFest, and we also have the NAFAC, which is the national festival for our country, which showcases all our regions, our different cultures of the various regions. Each region, each sector will have a period that they will display their culture, and I believe this is also an activity that our youth could participate in. So we have brochures here which has a list of all the activities for the rest of the year, and I'm sure you'll find a lot of them quite interesting, and we'll urge you, especially our youth, to join us between now and December. Look at the activities which are available and see the ones that are of interest to you, and we encourage you to come to Ghana and be at home. So this is the brochure that we have produced for the year of return. We are going to leave copies here in Guyana with the executives, the executives of the association, and we also have little pamphlets which we can give out to each individual, and it has all the activities. So we'll be expecting you in Ghana between now and December. Back in Ghana. And I'll take the opportunity to say hello to my sister-in-law, Ruth Kweku, and my nephew, Kofi Derek Kweku. My brother lived here for over 30 years. He was an ophthalmologist, married to Dr. Ruth Kweku. They lived here, their family is here. Unfortunately, he passed away about 3 years ago. So Guyana is also home to me.
Excellency, good evening. I'm very heartened to see that there are 3 women with you. My question speaks to women, and I'd like to know what percentage of women are in your government, in the parliament, and do you envisage in the future that a woman can become the president of Ghana, that we are good enough to do?
But I think one thing we can get out of the way straight away. A woman one day will be president of Ghana. But the percentages that you're looking at, I think the cabinet is something like 26%, 19% of the parliament. And then, I mean, beyond that, there are very critical offices of the state which are occupied by women at the time. The Chief Justice of Ghana is a woman, is the second to be succeeded by another woman. But I appointed a woman as Chief Justice of Ghana. The Chief of Staff of the Presidency, who's the person who basically is responsible for running the office of the President, is a woman. It's the first time in our history that we've had a woman as Chief of Staff. To me, it's the first time that has happened since then. We're looking inside the cabinet, you find that several of the most important offices are in fact being held by women. Of course, you see the Foreign Minister here, the Tourism Minister, the Attorney General, the woman responsible for telecommunications, local government, fisheries, and agriculture, sanitation, and water resources. All of these are women. So the commitment is completely transparent. It's strong. We are working towards the 50-50. That has to be the goal. That has to be
Yes, good evening, Your Excellency. I don't have a question, but just to extend warmest greetings. It's extra special. My name is Akufo-Addo. I am here with my brother Akufo-Addo. I'm a daughter of a Ghanaian, and my heart literally leapt and I wept for joy internally when you said that the rest of us are judged by what Africa does. Yes. It reminds me of the inscription that I saw in the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial. We look neither east nor west, we look forward. Forward always, sir. We look to you, we look to us. I greet you, His Excellency, and all protocols of there. My name is Pastor Alex Selo. I've been in Ghana for 11 years from Ghana. Congratulations. I just want to thank you, for coming to Guyana and also giving us a high commissioner. Yes. Even though Brazil is a neighborhood country to Guyana, we can have direct flights from Guyana to Brazil. In obtaining visa to maybe to go back, because some of us become citizens of Guyana. And so, even as a high commissioner, and also making it visa free at least for 3 months, we can have our parents visit us, not only in old age when we have money to visit them. And so I want to thank you so much for bringing the gap between Guyana and Ghana. It's a very strong effort Ghana has made. We never knew that day like this will ever come. It came sooner than we ever imagined.
11 presidents.
So I want to thank you very much and thank all your delegates for the kind you've shown to us.
Yes.
Greetings, my brothers and sisters, and I would like to thank Your Excellency for being here. I am the granddaughter of the first Black immigrant mayor of London, Smith and Fuller, and I have a question. I've noticed that the U.S. has established a business chambers of commerce here in Guyana with oil development. Do you guys have any plans of developing the African chambers of commerce here in Guyana?
My name is Yofi Grant. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center.
Wonderful.
And yes, indeed, we are looking to build significant business bridges, not just cultural, but strong business bridges. And we are looking at exchanges between our business people to make that linkage practical. So definitely, we will look at setting up a chamber of business here. We will set up a Guyana chamber of business that will operate both in Ghana and in Ghana.
As I said initially, after the program we have a networking session, so we'll be able to discuss the issues further. So I think we can move on with the program. But before we do the vote of thanks, Your Excellency, the Ghana Day Association made a request to present to you a token of their appreciation. So I will invite your young ladies to do that quickly.
Excellency, delegation, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a pleasure, Your Excellency, for me to be here today. We have been celebrating Ghana Day here from its inception in 1957. But it died a slow death over the years for many reasons. But in 2011, with the International Year of People of African Descent, we have revitalized. And we have been once again celebrating Ghana Day here, the Sunday closest to the 6th, because it is not yet a holiday. I'm hoping that we will be able to do that again as we form that bridge with the two countries. Our presidents may see fit to let it be a holiday here in Guyana. We would like, at this point in time, to do a presentation to you. And drummers, will you please? It's a very short presentation.
We present this flag to that burns Guyana and Ghana together.
I present to you on behalf of the Ghana Day Organization, the national bird, the country pheasant.
Organization and the Reparation Committee a token which came from the 250th anniversary of our hero coffee. It's here, it has a beautiful coin that is representative of that year. Thank you, and thank you very much.
The government of Ghana and the Ministry of Tourism would like to present these brochures on the year of return to the executives of the association. So if I may have one person come up.
May I invite Miss Candide Dear to give us the vote of thanks.
Your Excellency, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, Ghanaian High Commissioner to Brazil and South America, His Excellency Ghana Ambassador to Cuba, Ghanaian delegation, all government officials of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, and officials of African Associations of Guyana, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, greetings and good evening. It is an honor to give the vote of thanks on such an auspicious occasion. As a young person, I see this visit by Your Excellency as a bridge between the future of Guyanese youth and Ghanaian youth. In 1763, Guyanese Africans led a revolt headed by Kofi to free themselves from slavery. Although the revolt was unsuccessful, Africans in Guyana prized the leadership role that Kofi played and have since that time held on to Ghana as their base of origin. The Ghana visit to Guyana completes to circle 75% because of the connection between Ghana and Guyana is being done in a more meaningful way. This unity speaks of collaboration in the areas of youth development through capacity building and exchange programs. This is the other missing 25%. It also speaks to knowledge exchange and mentoring of youth in the areas of culture, oil and gas management, education, and all aspects of economic development, including agriculture. My hope and the hope of all youth that I am representing is that this visit will create access, opportunity, innovation, and expertise in very tangible ways and further reduce poverty. That is what all Guyanese need: real participation and opportunities to obtain good experiences in Ghanaian businesses that will set up here so that we can have all the training needed to become competent and capable future leaders of Guyana. You can count on me and other youths like me to assist Ghana and Guyana to realize this vision. We may be young, but we are open, trainable, and full of promise, and that is what any partnership needs. Me, Darcy P. I thank you.
For the closing prayer.
Good evening, all. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, just before I bring the curtain down and pray, this evening has been one of memory. Fortunately, I was born in that forest village of Victoria.
Word.
Yes. And I remember as a young man, we used to celebrate Ghana Day. I think it used to be a holiday. My father used to leave his work and come to the village, and we would do all the things, hit the drums, and eat the kanki and all the other things that are related. It's very significant that His Excellency, in his short tenure as President of Ghana, could have seen it fit to visit this beloved land of ours. We are pressed for time and I don't want to give a speech, but as a Muslim, it behoves that we give God praise and thanks, especially for occasions like these. I was told by a coordinator that in Ghana, because of their diverse religion, there is no national event that prayer from the Muslims are not said. And so I believe His Excellency and his delegation would not be feeling out of place if I just read one or two verses of the Quran. And so surely don't be worried, I will translate it. And so it will bring the curtain down as far as this part of our program. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. I seek refuge in Allah, God may be glorified, from the accursed Satan. I begin in the name of Allah. God may be glorified, most gracious, most merciful. All praises are due to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds, the beneficent, the merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone do we worship, and Thee alone do we seek help. Guide us into the straight path, the path of those who Thou hast favored, and not the path of those who have borne Thy wrath, or those who have gone astray. May I add that in my sojourn in this life, I had 2 Ghanaian teachers, Sina Salu Abdul Wahab and Salahuddin B. Tayo. They did an excellent job in making sure that I understood what this religion of Islam is all about. So I pray that His Excellency and his delegation would have found the hospitality of the Guyanese people, especially our Excellency David Ranger. And I hope that His Excellency and his delegation would also be forthwith in this connection between Ghana and Guyana. And when he was talking all the things about that, I am thinking to ask him, what will be the airfare? If that is affordable, well, then obviously it is going to find. And so we all pray that this evening is the beginning of several other things to come, and we pray God that His Excellency and his delegation will leave Guyana all pumped up and ready for us to do business as if it was Guyana and Ghana together. I thank you.
Shall we please rise to the national